That was the last of the frills, possum.
The fire's out. Let's go. That's more like it. I'm amazed the combo lasted long enough there. 2200, look at that.
That's the last of the frills, possum.
The fire's out. Let's go.
Sounds like a good start.
And it was pretty quick too, actually. For 95, I looked to be at about 59 seconds when I stepped on the tree trunk, and that was a good 59 there, so.
It was a high 59, but a 59 nonetheless.
Not too far to the old barracks now.
Come on, possum. We have to make it to the old barracks. Not far to go now.
Boy.
This is good pace. That last cannon guy. Oh my god. I was gonna say that last cannon guy made me lose the time that I probably saved from doing that first area kind of quickly, but this RNG messed me up too. She shot those purple things out in a way that I couldn't cross over.
That shouldn't be too significant though. The last part about.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Why? Why is she being dumb right now? I don't like how that ended. That was really dumb.
Well, sub 4 anyway.
Yeah. That is dumb though. You can't do anything about the frills jumping on you like that. Like, you could be standing in front of them and punching all you want. Sometimes they'll jump on you, sometimes they won't. I think it was split for Fluffy. At least compared to when I usually do the split. Oh, that's interesting. He took damage, but he just kept grinding anyways. Testing something that I noticed the other day.
Alright, my computer wants to restart, so I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Just fucking got it. Kind of. Just so I can handle that.
That was quick.
Back. That was less than 2 minutes.
It was barely even a minute, I think.
And that's very nice.
This sewers has been much better, so if the last sewers is any sign, there should be a sizable gold that can happen here. Seeing how sloppy last one was, and it still only lost me like 0.3 or something.
Thought of that little orange dinosaur? You're not one of them, are you? No, you're too small and fuzzy. Said, I've got some Google juice. Do you want some? You don't look old enough. Tell you what, I do have something in my life. I found them while digging up some Google berries. You can have them.
Goose.
Yeah, there it is.
Go. Chaka waka waka wo.
Stick a finger in your ear.
That's the more I thought that sentence was going.
Also, that's cool to know actually that works.
Bye, son.
You can collect those two, you can break those 2 boxes for the 25 bags and then not collect them until later and they'll still be there.
Good idea.
Hello,
Which is a little bit faster because I don't have to like stand there for a second waiting for them to collect on me. I noticed that the other day because I missed one by accident. And then it was still there after I did the sewers.
Mate.
I like that. I'm gold enough that I'm actually on a new best pace right now, apparently.
This is it.
By 4 seconds, but
4 seconds, holy shit. That's mad.
what are my opals though? I didn't see. I don't know how many boxes I'm gonna need over here. Probably all of them. Just did fast intro again by skipping some enemies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be short. Actually, no, I'll be fine, actually. I'll be at 5,200 after these. I think I can break 2 of them, I'll be fine. I might just break all 3 to be safe. Yeah. I don't want to be under at all if I can help it.
Hey, who wants to see my very late dinner or very early breakfast? It's being sent regardless.
I just wanted to see what you would say if no one said anything.
No one likes me anymore, I'm going home.
That's not the ninja I was expecting to target there, but that works.
I'm gonna need more makeup. You're messing with my hair.
That was good.
See you, bud.
This race has been being annoying recently, but this time maybe I just won't. Okay, never mind. That was terrible. I only got hit once, but it gave me, I don't think I got a single boost the entire time. So, that was just pure RNG. I think I'm right on pace to have enough opals. Pretty sure explosive cargo gives like 550, which will put me at almost exactly 7850, which is what I need at bare minimum. Drops that video done uploading it or processing.
It's done processing, but it's not 1080p yet.
Oh, well, it's not done processing.
Like the 360p version is done processing. God, finally I managed to build this thing.
got like 4 fields in a row last time, and I've gotten like 3 here.
The game's just trying to be a friend.
This is like the least dangerous track to race on, though. Like, you have to be really bad at racing in this game to even be within close enough distance to be hit by the enemies in this one. Oh, nice. I didn't
Gold?
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to, though. Because there was a couple turbos I used that were definitely not optimal usages. Like, there's certain parts of the track where there's not going to be a turbo for a couple seconds, and that's the best time to use the pickup ones you get.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't save them for those, so I thought it was going to lose a bit of time, but maybe it just didn't matter at all. Ooh, if I can get him to do that like all the time, that'd be good. Ooh, okay. That must have been because of those quick hits in the first phase. Because the driving was, well, was decent.
Holy shit, nice.
Yeah.
Was that an armadillo, by the way?
It was a robot dinosaur. Whatever you want to call that. Also, those 2 opals. No!
Oh no.
That's fine, it's just really slow. I've missed that before, and there's no good time to get it other than now, so.
Right. Stegosaurus.
It
What's
might
that called
act
again now?
well, there's one spot I can think of that might have been slightly faster than that, but it still would have been slow. Just because later, when you finish this area, you swim back past that to exit, and by then you have the frost ring, which is the intended way to get that orb, which is using the frost ring on the water to jump over.
Right.
That was probably faster, but
Is the name of the boss not Patchy the Pirate? Because that's what I googled and now I'm very confused.
it's just Patchy.
Okay.
It's a SpongeBob reference, if you don't know.
Yeah. Oh no, I figured it out from the Google search.
Hello.
G'day, son. Bye, son.
No, it's not an Ankylosaurus. Stop.
Bye-bye.
So,
Actually.
like, as good as that intro is, most of that's not gone, so.
No. It says the species is an Ankylosaurus. Fuck. I'm ruined.
That tickles.
Grab.
So at the same time, I'm also not going to complain, because I did say as well, even to myself, that, for example, there I have about a minute for best pace, so I'd be fine with like 40 ahead. So I'm figuring that probably costs about 20 seconds to get that, so that puts me on pace with what I already said to myself I'd be fine with, so I shouldn't be complaining. Still going to anyway, so. That's the first time that has happened for that way, though. Like, I've messed up by just failing to, I don't even know, just not gliding properly, I guess, but I've never had it just completely drop my jump input there, specifically. Nice. I like that I said 20-second loss, and it was 19.5. Things also always feel like they cost more when they happen, just because time goes so slow when you're like going out of your way to redo something like that.
I just had the serious case of hiccups. I'm glad it didn't come up on mic.
I like that the way you say it makes it sound like it's like a serious medical condition.
Oh yes. If my mother found out, she would disown me. Again.
Oh no. What was the first time for?
Just for being born.
That was really close to being knocked off the thing there. Who's that guy with the shield?
Oof.
The other thing for being picky at the start of the run too is kind of like Sunny Flight Syndrome, except for like the rest of the run, for the first half of it rather. If I have a goal of like 244, that already is allotting for like 1.5 to 2 minutes of mistakes on the run. So the longer I can go before digging into that, the better. Like,
Yeah.
so when I have time to reset, I'd rather have runs that are much better at the start, just so I don't have that pressure on me for the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've had enough 95 things fail recently that I don't particularly feel nervous over like being on good pace for stuff. So at least that doesn't happen. Because that was definitely a thing in the past, even when doing 120 nerves, I would get that big time. Best this race has gone in a couple days. Usually they use the slowdown to start and it's an automatic bit of a loss, but... Ooh. Gold on top of the free gold that was there.
My god. What does this time say?
That more than makes up for the first race
20
being
seconds.
how it was.
Oh.
Well, the gold itself was only 2, but the rest of it was because of the Steve thing.
Oh, right, buddy. Dun, 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 dun.
Boy, have I got some stories to
Ooh.
tell. The things I've seen and the stuff I've done. It'd fill a book, it would. 2 even. Maybe 3 if you use big print. There was this time when this thing happened in this place
Hello.
I was at.
Hello.
Oh boy, was that ever an adventure.
This person, I forgot their name, they had something they had to do something to. And I had another thing that someone else had to do stuff with.
Hey, Phoenix.
They sure were
Can you
wild
check voice
times.
stuff really quickly?
Here,
If you said that like 20 seconds ago when Steve started, I would have been able to on my laptop, but...
Well, it only just started talking for me, okay? So... Okay, when you next get a chance,
Yeah.
read what I put in voice stuff out loud.
Oh no. I cannot guarantee this.
Oh, I know you won't guarantee it. After reading the second word, you...
Yeah, after the forest, when I go to training 1 split, there's a Steve right there, so...
Okay.
8650 is what I need here.
Mm-hmm. I'll post it in chat, but I can guarantee you that Phoenix will not read it out loud.
Yeah, that's actually better because then I can just move my mouse over it. See the preview.
I don't know if you'll be able to because it's a Discord attachment.
Okay, really?
Yeah, at least it's not for me. Honestly, if you did read it out loud, I'd be kind of offended.
Okay, yeah, I'm about 200 opals short, so I will get the bag. That makes sense, because I was very close to 9,000 there. I didn't have anything extra. Having enough there basically depends on having a really good intro and getting more out of it from there, so that way at the end you're not just barely scraping by with 9,000. At that point you might have like 9,200, and that makes up for the 200 gap I had here.
Mm-hmm. Which is faster to have 200.
Definitely faster to just get the opal bag here, I think. Just because the opal bag is like already right there, whereas the intro, getting more out of it than that would require killing some extra enemies, which is slow.
Right. Plus you get 500 out of the bag here, as opposed to like actually needing like 200 or whatever.
Yeah, so you're getting a little more opals than you need, but
yeah.
But it's only just by default because it happens to give more than that. It's not like I'm going to get two different things at 250 and that's extra, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, Steve approaching.
Okay.
It's my furry little orange buddy. Volta down to you. Sir.
Oh yeah,
you
I can't load it
Joe?
either like that. That's weird.
Oh, okay. Just check voice
Yeah.
log then.
Someone told me this one during a
Yeah, no.
hailstorm under a rusty
What do you mean?
blah 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 chicken blah 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 bicycle blah 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 blah.
Soft day, Phoenix. Come on.
Do you have like a share X or anything like that?
Blah blah blah.
I can take a screenshot of it and then post it.
Yeah, I just so Izzy can see it.
Yeah.
Here, have some opals.
Okay. Training one needs to be good here. Or, not good, just not terrible. That's all I'm looking for. It's one of the worst things about this PB is that I'm up against a gold on this.
Yeah, but that's never stopped you from golding before.
On this skip, I mean this split has. So. What was that jump he was doing? That was weird.
Oh no. I regret sending this information.
Okay, follow me over here, buddy. I'm coming. No. Come on, follow me. Okay, I can make that up and still be fine here if this guy just cooperates. Okay. still gonna be slow, but I'm okay with that. Of all things that could possibly happen in Training 1, 10 seconds is far from the worst. And that was actually because I got that health, that actually is why it messed up. Usually, I killed the guy at a better spot, the last, like, cannon guy at a better spot, so I can be at a certain position when the big purple guys land, and then I can lead them a certain way. But because I got that extra health, I wasn't able to get to the spot I usually go to, so the way he followed me was messed up and different. Caused him to get stuck, because those guys get stuck really easily. In his face. No space.
Be careful, sir.
So Ty is not the one who's actually, like, piloting and driving the helicopter, but if he was, then the question would have to be if he has a license for it, and for some reason, the first thing I thought of for that was the freaking SpongeBob movie. You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. For some reason, that was the first thing I thought of.
Think about it. You really don't. I need to watch that movie again. It's
Not
been
when I
like...
shifted to maximum overdrive. They need Ty because he has boomerangs that explode. You don't really need them for any missions, but you can. Well, you more or less do. I mean, don't need them, but I will shoot like those birds that fly around the freeway mission. I'll shoot them a little bit. I thought it was in substitute for a second for some reason. That's a very different part of the run. Because I have at this point memorized which direction you need to start flying in for each of these helicopter missions. So I was just going the wrong direction for a brief moment. Almost crashed into that tree.
Do you have a license for his boomerangs?
Slippery little suckers, aren't they, sir?
I wonder how common boomerangs are in Australia and New Zealand.
Dak would probably
Like
be
this-
mad that we even thought, or like asked if we did.
Like,
How
does
often
every
do you
like
get a
household
So how often, Dak, do you get a kangaroo jumping through your house? Like,
and just steal your food? We have seagulls near our library on campus. And they, like, if you have open food out, they will come in and they will take that food and then caca in your face. That's the most terrifying thing ever.
really?
I've seen this bird come in and attack this poor innocent little girl just because she had like some ice cream or whatever. And the ice cream dropped onto the floor, obviously. And the girl ran away in the opposite direction, screaming. And then the fucking seagull is just on the floor pecking at the ice cream. Insane. It was at the beach.
it's good that my mute button actually works this time. I still don't know why that acted up last night. Do you think you're gonna stream a bit later, or?
Yeah, probably. I want to finish food. I need to fold the rest of my laundry, but then I'll be good. So in probably like an hour or so. The motivation to speedrun is actually quite like scary to have, because I've never had it as big as this before.
Exactly, same with me.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it, I've been streaming for like a month and a half, almost every day. Like,
Bro, no, we folding laundry. You did not typo that.
it's like, yeah, you're going over there and helping him with it.
We really out here folding laundry at 5 AM on a Wednesday morning. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Hey.
Hey, that's pretty neat. H. I tried just one chili,
And set my mouth on fire.
and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
I wish I had time to be able to get the copy pasta of how it's spelled with those weird like Unicode symbols. Like,
I wish I could. Oh, I hope I can make it to an HDQ, so we can recreate that in real life. If we ever meet up, that's
I would
the first
bring
thing
you
we're doing.
to a Target and we'd get a big thing of Mountain Dew and you'd have to like imitate it.
A 2-liter. I wish we had Mountain Dew here. I understand why we
Do you
don't.
not at all? Like,
We have citrus and sugar-free, and that's it.
boring.
Because, I mean, it's just way too unhealthy. Like we've
Exactly,
imposed
that's the
like
point.
multiple. Yeah, but we've imposed multiple sugar taxes. That it's just unfeasible. Like, if we still have them and we have the sugar tax, you probably have to pay like £1 just for the amount of sugar that goes into it.
What do you mean by sugar tax? That's a foreign concept to me.
So like, you know how like Coca-Cola, right? You get like the normal version, then you get like 0 sugar and then diet. If you want to have the normal Coca-Cola with like the normal amount of sugar in it, you have to pay 30p extra, just because there's like I guess a taxation, so like an extra charge on things with sugar in it now. So anything, like everything that has sugar in it has like rose.
Is that meant?
prices
Is
have-
it for any reason other than just paying for the sugar? Is it meant to like get people to know?
Oh, it's because
do it?
Britain is very unhealthy.
Is it, they're trying to curb it, or
Yeah, I'm
do you
pretty
think that
sure
actually
it's
gonna
in
make
it.
a difference though? That's a pretty small amount. Like,
I have no idea. I mean, like, I don't know if it's working or not. I've not done any research on it, but like, I guess it's like the smoking thing. Maybe in like small amounts, it's helping. If anything, the government's getting more money out of it to fund. You know, the thing is, if more people still buy sugar, and that money's going towards like the NHS or whatever, then at least
it's
you know
going
people.
somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. But who's to say that that money's going towards the NHS? Do research? No, that requires looking up things. And I like to do the minimal amount of effort for everything as possible.
I mean, same. It's funny, I'm actually starting to get now that I'm talking to people a little bit more often in the computer science department, just because I'm at the club more often. I'm getting like the feeling of being a senior who's like been through all these trials of all these classes, and I'm talking to like freshmen who are doing them now for the first time. And I'm like,
shit.
have fun with that. You know, I did that 2 years ago. Now it's your turn, you know. Because I can both help them and also like be glad that I don't have to do that anymore.
That's nice. See, I just get people just telling me that that module sucks, like whatever module I'm doing, like, oh hey, that module sucks, good luck with that, have fun.
It's also cool, we have a couple of wouldn't say like older, because I'm not calling them old themselves. They're just like adults who are taking classes and going for a degree and stuff, and they're cool. And it's nice that everyone, like even just your everyday students, are like totally fine with that. Get along with them just like any other student.
Oh yeah. I have like
There's no like stigma against like why are you here if you're 50 years old? You know, everyone still gets along
Yeah.
fine.
there's like a 23-year-old taking drama with me, and like most of our class is like 18, 19. And but the thing is, he's like this really short guy, so he's like 4'11", and it's just like him going like, yeah, I'm 23, and we're all like, cool, that's cool. And like I think one of my friends, there's a guy in his class who's like 26 years old, but he looks 15. Like
That's me. Hopefully.
yeah, pretty much. I'll show you a picture. Yeah, but I feel like when you get to like university, no one cares about how. It's kind of just like a oh cool trivia kind of thing. It's like hey, fun fact, you're not the same age. Like when I told people that I was like 20 as opposed to being like 18, 19, they're like, yeah, I can see that.
People at my work still refuse to believe I'm gonna be 24 in a month. And I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to get old. Because like 24 is like where you can't say like lower, like your low 20s anymore. That's like your mid 20s now, and I'm not ready for my life to be at the mid 20s point of life yet. That's where like adulting starts, and I don't want to deal with that. 26 is a big age for a lot of people here as well, because 26 is the last, it's like the oldest you can still be on your parents' health insurance.
Right.
So if you don't have your own job and your own health insurance by 26, you're kind of screwed. I remember even seeing Almo, 22ID streamer, like a year or two ago when he turned 26, he was just tweeting like, health insurance is dumb. And that was all he said. I'm like, well, someone turned 26, you know? I consider mid to be similar to like how grading scales are, where like 0 through 3 is like the lower range, 4 through 6 is mid, and then 7 up is later.
This year, okay.
But you could very well say 5 to 7 is mid instead.
Okay. This guy is 26.
I just realized I can grab that Mountain Dew thing.
Duh.
I have to not get hit by Buster though. I have it ready. I just need to do this. I need to get some health somewhere. I wasn't expecting to get hit twice like that. Okay, I have it ready to copy paste. I just need to hit Buster one more time first. I hope this will post in chatty. Yeah, there it is.
I'm trying just one chili, and it set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Hello.
Get up. Good service. Bye, son.
Okay, and I'm good on opals by a fair bit.
Good.
Thanks to that thing earlier. Need 4,500 leaving town, and you get 250 from this cog, so like 4250 is what I need there, and I'm at 46 already. That's probably because of that opal bag earlier.
People used to think my mom was my sister when I was in like high school. And she was like she was 39, so I would have been. No, she was. Shit, how old was I? I would have been 15. Then she would have been 36.
Those cars though. There was a rear end accident there.
Hey, they're just having a good time, okay? Hey, that looks like the accident that you've had. God,
Hey,
damn it,
shut up.
Phoenix. It's haunting you in real life and in the game.
I would say it's a red car too, but my car was still the old silver one at the time.
We can pretend.
I don't know why my brain was defaulting to SpongeBob quotes in my head for things right now, but when I said I can't drive, I just thought of the episode where Plankton has his entire family trying to steal the recipe with them. And that one goes, well, I can't read. Because they're all like freaking out because 4 heaping grounds of fresh plankton, and they're all like screaming, and he's just the only one left. Why are you still here? Well, I can't read.
One of my favorite scenes of Plankton in it is when he's insulting everyone.
Yes. Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma. You're probably right. If you're gonna roast everyone, it's so good.
Yeah. Hey, you can't talk to my son that way. I'm Plankton, you old hag. And your son smells like boogers.
I saw a version of that on Facebook, and it's just a guy like laughing on top of it, and it was the best thing.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines is still the wallet line.
Oh yeah, the wallet scene is fantastic.
The Man Ray wallet scene is my favorite. When I was at VGM Con over the weekend with Woofer, I ended up like reciting it by heart to him. Somehow it came up. Or no, it wasn't to him. It was my sister and her husband. They ended up taking me to the place because we met up in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
So like when we were walking to go check out the area, I think something happened about my sister saying like, "Oh, don't forget my wallet," and then I just started going into that fucking line.
Do you know it off by heart?
Yeah, I do.
Could you do it now?
I need to give myself a moment at least.
You need to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Get in the zone.
When is there a SpongeCon happening where people just go there just to recreate and recite SpongeBob scenes and moments?
Just to recite SpongeBob.
I would go there and I would pay to go there in an instant.
It's at my house tomorrow. See you there. Since you're coming over here tomorrow, can you bring a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew with you? Is there a ball pit? Well, if people are coming from America, I kind of have to get a ball pit.
Oh, there's not a thing really over there?
Wasn't like my house doesn't come
Well,
across with a ball
obviously.
pit.
Well,
No.
neither do ours, but...
I don't know the way you phrased that question. Everyone in America has a ball pit.
Well, the way you said, because they're coming from America, I have to get one. As if it's like, you're implying it's the norm over here.
What the fuck, Venom? Everyone here lives in a ball pit.
Holy shit, I need to go to America. You have a ball pot.
A ball poot. Poutine.
Oh, I didn't summon Nitro. Maybe if I scream into the mic.
Yeah, because that would definitely sound like Nitro.
Poutine. Wait for it. He's undeafened, so he can hear us.
Thank you for the good luck, Nichols.
Do you want some poutine?
I love it.
Someone's put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma.
You're probably right. You would. Yeah, you can shush now. You stop that. Totally a productive member of the Scooby-Doo crew. Just sees a giant scary monster and just wags her finger. You stop that. So I'm actually basically maintaining the pace I had last night right now. I'm like 15 seconds ahead of it.
Nice.
And I was
Well,
happy with last night's run, so that's an extra 15 seconds I can lose and be fine with.
Just get a 245. Lol.
Lol.
Honestly,
still
244 is kind of the, like a high 244 is probably the realistic goal at this point.
Lobby.
Yo, remember when a 252 was the lowest possible goal? I told you, you still had a ways to go. But you wouldn't believe me, even though you've been playing it
I
for
was
like
skeptical.
4 days.
I didn't straight up disbelieve anyone. I was just skeptical. Like even when Hum was like, "I'm waiting for sub 250," I was like, "It might happen," but I'm skeptical. I stayed open to the idea that
I wasn't skeptical at all. I was like, dude, you were working on the category for like less than a week.
But the other thing too is that when I speak about those things, I'm always thinking relative to how I'm playing at the moment. I just don't usually communicate that very well. So.
No. No, everyone else was talking about potential of the category, not your potential of the category. Which, I mean, I guess is actually your potential of the category.
Basically, yeah.
It comes full circle. I love how little work it takes to activate those, like, engines with the water.
Yeah, you can just dab the tiniest little bit of water and it works. That's a little sketchy, the way that was placed, but I think I should be fine. Just not quite as late as I usually would have it stop.
Well, this game takes a lot of liberties from one of the greatest games ever, Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion.
Really?
Greatest game ever is a stretch, but you know.
But in what sense? Like,
It just takes. It took some of like the platforming puzzles and all the stuff that I ended up doing in that game.
which came out first, though?
It's probably Jet Fusion, to be honest. This game looks way more polished than that turd.
Well, it's also just a terrible game to begin with, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's a terrible game. I would say it's a terrible speed game. Because that game has like zero. It doesn't have like any bugs or glitches to it. And the movement is.
It's like speed walk simulator type of speedrun.
You get your speed tech probably over halfway through the run, and your speed tech is not even really speed tech, it's intended stuff in the game.
So it's not even speed specific strats, it's just
it's
supplied
just,
strats.
Yeah. The game gives you this thing that allows you to roll around in a fucking hamster ball, so you can't control yourself.
I was about to ask, is it like a jet board or something?
It's like this bouncy. It's like a kind of bouncy giant ball that you roll around in, so you can use like the bouncy and stuff to do some kind of cool skips. But the thing controls like shit. Also, not to mention that there are 2 slide puzzles near the end of the game, and slide puzzles are IMO not fun.
I was tempted to go for the splash launch, but I'm not gonna.
I was surprised I didn't even finish the game as a kid because of the fucking slide puzzle.
I think I had like a demo of it, or I rented it once, so that was about it. I had the original, like the original game based on the movie, and I also had Attack of the Twonkies.
Twonkies is an alright game as well.
It is. It's just my nostalgia for it runs out after like a third of the way through the game, so I never have any interest in actually finishing it.
That's fair.
I hate that. There's a lot of games in childhood that I'd like to finish, but nostalgia is the only reason I'm playing them. So once you get past the point you played as a kid, you have no interest in playing it any further.
So, a kind of interesting and funny thing with Jet Fusion is that there have been multiple Splash people that have tried to look at the game and just went like, no, this game has no potential. Runny and I did that first, I think. Runny and I both looked at the game and like, oh, we should maybe look into it. And then Runny played it for a couple days, and she's like, no, this game isn't going to have anything. And then I kept trying for a couple days, and like, yeah, no, this game isn't going to have anything. Come half a year later, EasyScape finds the game, and he starts looking for shit for like a month. He's like, oh my god, this game might have so much potential to it. And then I got to ask him during GDQ, I'm like, dude, what happened to Jet Fusion? He's like, oh, that game's fucking garbage.
I'd just like to point out, I never pressed down or anything to change the direction of the bunyip, but for some reason it decides to just turn up there.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. The Google juice was drunk when I got here. Hey, it's you again. The little orange furry dinosaur thingy.
Guess what?
They can look all they want, but they won't find me. No way. Say, you're not here just because you want to stop me, are you? Well, I got news for you, pal. I ain't got anything to give.
Nothing. Nada. Zip. Hey, except for these. These are for you. I have no idea. Well, actually, I have an idea, but I can't back it up because I don't remember the story of the first game enough. There's a bunyip elder. I don't really know what that means. He's like a dreamtime, weird type of spirit. I don't know why these machines are named bunyips as well, but I assume they must be related. I like where this is going. Nice. I knew there was more space on that segment after I did it last night. I didn't know how much, but I knew there was at least more gold to be had. Okay. It sounded like you were already kind of being a little bit quiet, so I figured he might have been like heading out or something. That, or maybe I just had your mic low or something. also realized the draw distance is pretty good here, actually. Like, I could see the bridge in the main area of town. From when I was on top of the thing there. Also, did I not split? Did I like split and then accidentally undo it or something? Or did I just not split at all? I don't know who just dropped from the call, but someone dropped from the call. Oh, okay. Can't even spell goodbye correct. He must definitely be tired. One of these days I'll get the angle right and actually swim directly towards that cog without having to readjust. But that day is not today. When do you have class tomorrow? Obviously must be morning if you're not gonna be able to see the rest of this.
Time, mate. It's Rex here.
Ew.
Those two the man-eaters
That's
have
gross.
me pinned down.
Yeah, I have class at 1:50, but I need to go a little bit early to talk to a professor. I was supposed to do that today, but I didn't have time to do that today. But I only have that one class. I have to stop and do a quick stop on the way home and then watch a movie with Aaron. And then hopefully if this rest of this run goes nicely, I won't have to do any tide tomorrow. I can just take the day off and play Eden. Or actually, more importantly, I have a project I need to start, but that as well. Because whenever I get like the run I'm happy with for this, it'll be time to switch to console. So at that point is when I will probably take a day or two off and not worry about tie and just either do casual stuff or I don't know. We'll see. I might end up trying to play right through it anyways, just so I don't lose my skill. But it'll be new splits and everything for console because load times are worse. The runs in general will be a couple minutes slower. And I'm not going to be doing 95%. I might give a couple attempts at it just to see what happens, but I don't intend to take it seriously on console. That's the one category I'll just leave alone and settle for third place on. I think I can definitely record on all missions. I can probably record on Steve. I don't know if I can record on 90% console because the record's on Xbox and they're gonna have a automatic advantage over me for load times. So it depends on if his run is, I wouldn't say weak because I know the run is strong, but if the run is relatively weak enough that that I have enough time to save to make up for that time difference, then yeah. Well, you could say I'm better all you want, but like, for example, for PC, if I'm quote-unquote better and his record was still as it was, I would have to have saved another 30 seconds at least on top of what I did. Just to be able to make up for the load time difference. So that's the concern with console.
Pick up all the pipes.
We don't know exactly how much time difference there is in loads. I'm assuming probably about 30 seconds, because that's roughly what it was like for Taiwan. But But yeah, the records for all the other categories on console are on GameCube, which I'll be playing on, so there won't be any difference in load times. Wow. That was not gonna gold. But it would have been nice if I still got the split anyways. I didn't have my desk drawer pulled out enough to be able to actually see my split key, so I kind of just blindly tried to hit it, and it obviously didn't work.
See you, bud.
I was worried I used that turbo a bit too early, because turbos don't overlap, so if you have turbo activated already and you run over another pad, it doesn't add any time to it. So I was hoping that that would finish early enough that I could then hit the one on the ground, and it did work. So. Hopefully I'm safe from that. Yeah. The turn is annoying when you lose speed, but it's also good that it's right before items, so if enemies grab an item and then immediately try to shoot me, most likely they're gonna miss.
Dust.
Ideally a shield from this last boost with a turbo is fine as well. Oh, neither, alright. Don't even think about it. Good. That's funny. At least I got hit at all. Now I don't know who left now. Okay. Everyone's gonna be asleep when I finish this. No one's gonna see Tet or... Well, Venom should be around at least. I don't know where exactly he went to. I missed that, but... Why did the enemy not come towards me? That's dumb. How much longer are you gonna be around? That's slow. I was trying to get him over here. No, get back in there. I mean, at that point, it'll already be pretty close to the end of the run at 2:30. You figure that's an hour and 15 away. That'll be 2.5, yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I see what you mean. Jeez, I go on less sleep than that all the time. It's not healthy though. Would not recommend.
Hey,
Hey.
where's
pal.
all our friends? Hey, buddy.
Wed dropped his roommate in bed and said he'd drop call. Nightroff went to bed.
Sad.
So I got sad because I'm like, no one's gonna even be awake for the end of this run. Like, but
I
you'll be
will.
around.
Yeah. Oh, Phoenix, I'm feeling really tired all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to go take a 3-hour shit. BRB.
Sure.
We need to watch We Bear Bears.
Why?
Fucking cute as fuck TV show.
Sure. Did we ever watch Kubo and the Two Strings together? Did you ever see that? Or?
The Who?
Okay, I guess not. Kubo and the Two Strings.
What's it about?
It's the animated stop motion animated fantasy film with the boy who Katie thought looked like me, and that's why she told me about it.
Is it like
If
one
you
of
look
those,
up an image of the movie, I mean, if you know it, you know immediately.
Kubo and the Two Strings. I mean, yeah, it does look like you. I've never seen
That was why Katie even thought of it, because a big part of the film is origami as well, which is also me.
Oh, cool.
So she was like, "Oh look, it's Phoenix." Like,
Hey, release date 9th of September 20. That's on my birthday.
oh nice.
Ah, alright, now I have a special bond with this movie. I must watch it. Immediately.
I'm gonna be watching it with Erin tomorrow. I've seen it. It's just been a while, but she hasn't.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Literally because I asked her if she was familiar
Yes.
with it, and she was like, "I've heard of it. I know what he looks like." And she's like, "Cute boy is a lead. I knew you'd come gushing about it at some point." And I'm like, I feel attacked right now.
Wait, if you find the protagonist cute and he looks like you,
That's called
I'm
having
not sure about.
self-confidence. That crocodile is rude. If I had to guess, I'm probably gonna maybe save 30 out of 36 here. Maybe 25 if it, depending on if these weren't punishing, I thought. Very bad at estimating time in like any sense, whether it be time saved, time loss, or even just how long it takes to do certain things. I'm very bad at estimating it apparently.
I mean, you were good at the 20 seconds that you lost. You're like, it was 19 minutes.
Then there's other things that I feel like they were a certain amount of time and then I'm wildly off. So.
Whoa, why the hell is that so tough? wanting a clip compilation of one of the characters, and I just want to watch this immediately. This
What?
is We Bear Bears, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. How much time do you have after this run?
Hold on. Sorry, I split on a slight audio cue. So.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
This is when the sound of the door closes behind me there. Well, let's see. This run will probably finish around 2:30, 2:45. I'm usually up well beyond that, so
Okay.
probably, I don't know, at least like 3 hours, I would say.
Oh, shit.
Maybe a little less.
Oh, you-
If I start to get tired
yeah.
early, I'm going to go early because I do have to be up slightly earlier tomorrow. But
Right. Are you down to watch like an episode or two of this? They're only like 10 minutes long.
maybe. I was planning on just playing Eden all night. If it can be multitasked, sure.
I mean, yeah, it's just mindless humor. I guess.
I have Izzy hooked on that now, so. So that means I probably don't need to stream it all the time. I can just play it off stream or whatever, just because I know they'll be playing it all the time now. So like the reason I was streaming it last night so much and explaining was so that way they could try it, but also so that way I wouldn't do any progress off stream, just that way they could see like all the areas and stuff. But
Yeah.
now it'll be seen anyways, so I'm not as obligated to always do it on stream. I'm gonna kill this guy now, because he's always a problem. You remember last night?
Oh yes, the rock guy. The rock. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Now I'm Cortex fun.
Well, it's not annoying, because I love the game, so. And you're new to games like this, so. I hope my explanation last night actually did help at least a little bit with the basic understanding of it. Most of what I was talking about was just standard MMO stuff. Like, every game you play that's like that is gonna have the same type of thing with stats and gear and stuff. It'll just vary specifically based on the game, like what each stat does. Why did that guy still there?
Alright, it's on the side.
Well, just read the skills and just align them in an order like I was doing. I just keep them in order and just match buttons. For the most part, it doesn't matter unless you're playing the class that actually has attacks that stack on top of each other. Other than that, you just use whichever one is available, since they all have a slight waiting time on them. Like Samurai, there's a long chain of attacks on there. The way I have it set up is like attack number 4 sets up a combo for effects, and then using number 5 will also add to it if you use number 4 first. And it's like a domino chain effect like that for like 5 attacks. So Samurai matters a lot for that, but the other ones are less important, as long as you just do damage fast.
I'm gonna dap him for a bit. Once I eat the rest of my dinner. Bobby in chat.
See, I thought you was one of them.
Alright, see you in a bit.
But they tend to be purple. I have to line up on
Yeah, that tends to happen in dungeons.
What brings you
If
here?
you rush things, they're really boring.
They look, they won't
Even
find
if
me.
you're playing as cleric for them, it's good because you can just heal yourself and you don't have to sit and just wait for yourself to
Listen,
slowly heal.
if I give you these, will you go away?
I didn't even see that one there. I thought it was safe from the spiders. Okay, crocodiles, please cooperate this time. So far, so good. These guys are really far away, but... that was good. I'm very okay with that. I don't think that's definitely not going to be gold material, but... it's certainly not garbage material. All I ask for is that they don't get stuck. I saw like a 79% thing somewhere, and I don't know what level, but I'm assuming it's probably Southern Rivers, which is just the entire overworld area. I've never actually missed anything in a run that's not in one of these levels. So, well, the thing outside Dennis Freeway, but I did that. It's like spies in various areas in the hub world. I've never missed any of those. Wow. Okay. I was like 100% certain that was not going to be gold material, but I've more to add to the bad estimating of time is that I always say to myself that it takes longer to walk back to the entrance of wetlands than I think it does, and that has always been true. Like, if I see there's a minute left on the timer, it's because it actually takes a minute and a half to get there, but this is the one time it actually was shorter. Well, that's the thing, I'm usually correct on that one. I hate these ninjas. The start of Ninjas 2 is so bad with that. Most of Ninjas 2 is alright, but just that first bit with so many of them running around. It's just the boomerangs. They can't hit moving targets. Most of them can't, but the flamerang is especially bad at it. Still on 243 pace. Oh, this is where splits are going to be a bit weird for a bit, because I don't know what's going to happen with pace until I finish Sulfur Rocks. I need to not forget anything this time, thank you. In fact, I'm going to look at my spreadsheet and see how many of each thing I should have at the end, just so I can actually check that as I'm going. Can you type something into chat for me? I'm going to read you a couple numbers. It's just going to be easier for me to look at chat instead of over my laptop for this. It's going to be 6 numbers. When I have a chance to actually look at my laptop again, I will read them out. 21, 15, 8. And there's 3 more after, I'll read them in a minute. 93, 28, 20. Okie doke, thank you. Yeah, so that's, what is it? That's Bilby's, Spies, Steve's, Photos, Cogs, and Orbs. Also, I think I'm always gonna do the Steve area first down here from now on. Just because almost every time I need to do it that way. And now that I have a split for Stone Beetle, I need Stone Beetle to always be at the same time in the level. So I think I'm always gonna do this area first from now on. Just that way I'm always gonna be at full health going into lava, which is better for consistency, and also the split won't be a mistake or messed up. With any luck, this is going to be the only run that actually has them in it, just because of BB, and I won't need to do anymore, but...
Hey, this is my
It's actually a bit faster to do
Only
Steve after,
knows the Google chant can be here. Google, Google, Google,
but I
go.
needed health now.
Chaka waka waka wo. Stick a finger in your ear and yell at Google loud and clear. I guess you know the chant now. Well, you can stay. Just be quiet, okay? And don't tell anyone I gave you these.
Oh no, the camera. This is not the time to have this happening. Are you joking right now? Why is this the one time that decided to happen? That's so dumb. As soon as the camera was all zoomed out like that, I knew that was gonna happen, but nothing I can do about it except just get hit. So that's the curse of this game, for the record. Like, keep in mind, I'm finally doing Sulfur Rocks correctly, and the game still says, no, you're not allowed to have a Sulfur Rocks go good. Thankfully, that was a pretty minor time difference, but it might cost a gold. Because there was still gold space to be had on Sulfur Rocks for movement and stuff. Oh, I didn't actually realize that was gonna happen. Honestly, if there's gonna be time lapse in Sulfur Rock of any degree, I'd rather be that than something I actually messed up, because I actually had no control over the beetle thing happening. So I can actually legitimately blame the game for that. gonna give one attempt at this. I can't even. Ooh, good. That is time save. That's not though. Why did that not work? Like, I definitely shot directly at that platform, did I not? Got worried for a second there. Oh, after I get out of the last little area, this area where I jump across the platforms, get to the orb, and fall down. There's a couple of these photos underneath this bridge here. If you know what I'm talking about. Tell me not to forget the Bilby after it, because that's what I missed last night. It's very easy to forget it, but I shouldn't have an issue with it. I used to always get it at the same time as that orb on the platforms, but it's a little bit faster, I think, to get it on the way back when you're swimming. Wow, this is starting out great. Concerned about having only 2 hits for the lava area and coming up. I don't usually get hit there, but... Oh, that was close. I don't like what that camera was doing there, but... I almost missed that photo. Alright, this should be, I think, 19 for orbs. Maybe. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, actually no, there's one more. Well, 2 more technically. Okay, I got worried. I got really panicked for a second there. I just forgot to do the lifter bunyip on the way in. Doesn't really matter, it's like the same speed, but... It's fine. I would have remembered on the way out. This should be the last photo though, so that should be 93 for photos. Yeah, okay, I'm at 93, that's good. Spies I'm not worried about. Abilities though. Alright, so there's one more ability here, and that should be the last ability in the level. So this should be ability number 21 coming up. No, actually, that's a lie. This should be number 20 because that lift area also has a ability. Oh, no, never mind, I lied again. There's two more. Oh my god, I keep panicking. I'm fine. That one on the way back here is so easy to not even count in the totals. And I can check the cog count as well, because there's a cog over here. Alright, so that's 20 orbs. I'm gonna have to get this now instead of after. 21. I have all the steeds, I have the spies, I have the photos. So, as long as this is cog number 28, I should be fine. Good, okay, we are good. Finally did this area without missing anything. Stone Beetle was dumb, but... there's no point in making that explode, I just love doing it. So I'm not sure what my pace is going to be exactly after this. This might look like a gold even if it's not, or I don't know. When I added those splits, I don't know what it's actually going to do for some of the best and stuff. Okay, so that was 12-second gold, roughly. Did the math in my head because it was 51 and it was 39. So there's definitely more to be had there, but just from the beetle not being dumb. Get in the car. I'm still on 243 pace. This is ridiculous. That's like the last of the difficult stuff other than Never Never. Like Race 5 and Never Never are basically the only things left that can actually cost significant time. And even at Never Never can't really. So I'm actually getting excited, but also a little bit nervous. Actually shaking a little bit just because I got really, really nervous about Sulfur Rocks. It's a big relief though. If I can get that from there. I think if I held that water out a little bit longer, I would have been able to and still been safe, but I couldn't tell if it was actually heading from that far. I thought that was not gonna be enough. That's really the only thing that I can do to save some time here is letting go when I think it's been enough. Because then I can start moving a bit early. Yeah, I'm not expecting this to actually still 243 or anything. That would require perfect playing for the rest of the run, pretty much. Just because a lot of the remaining time save is just gradual things, like being a second or two off on most splits or something. It's really hard to play precise enough to match all those. $244 should be free though, considering how late in the run this is. There's not a whole lot that can cost me enough time to be worse than 244. I'd have to lose more than 1 minute and 20. You've come at a good time, Rob. This is like the run. As long as race 5 cooperates, which it has not been cooperating recently, and Never Never goes well, then this should be a 244 in the bag. And what a run. This has been so good. $244 is the end goal, I think, for me. I'm still gonna keep improving, probably, but... How's your day been, Rob? No, Outback is basically the last thing that's done, I think. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we exit back to town after it, and then do the final mission. Yeah, we do pretty much all of the Chapter 4 missions, kind of going south from Never Never, which leads to doing race 6 and 7 down there, firefight, in the lower middle, and then we drive to Outback, exit to town, since it's really, really slow to walk back from Outback Oasis to get anywhere else from there. That was actually a change that Zoda did when he started doing runs, but it made sense. Yeah, I don't think either of our routes originally did that, but Zoda took both of them together and then added a couple things such as that to it. I haven't really changed it beyond that. There's been like subtle, really tiny movement things and levels I've changed, but the overall route is the exact same as it was on Zoda's run, I'm pretty sure.
Are you 5 minutes ahead?
Yes, that's because Sulphur Rocks actually went good this time.
Nice.
And that was the place that had like 1 minute and 15 to save or something, and it ended up being a 12-second gold, which I also knew would probably happen, just because I haven't done it well since returning to 95%, but...
You absolute man.
I'm a little skeptical about that photo collection. I'm probably going to check my photo count before I leave here. I've had photos get stuck like inside the roof before on console, so I'm always very worried about that happening here. These invisible platforms scare me as well. Yeah, they seem fine to me. It's just one of them landed on the ground kind of awkwardly, so. And when there's so many of them all in a row, it's hard to tell if I actually collected them all. Well, actually, let me just see what the photo count should be here. 132. Alright, I'm good. Honestly, when I'm ahead this much on a pace like this, I can handle pausing for half a second to check a count. You know? Like,
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
I wonder if you like dive like in a shallower end of like the water, you get that weird boosting
yeah,
that you did earlier.
I'll mess around with that sometime.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to buy the Mega Ring.
If that's faster, by the way, I want that to be called the Venom Slide. Please, it's all I have.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think I've ever forgotten that. That stands out enough as being a unique thing that it's pretty hard to forget. Have you ever done that before? I assume that you're speaking from experience, probably.
Could be worse. He could completely miss out Cliff Town, like I did.
Or me and my one Spyro 200% run where I completely forgot Breeze Harbor. Like, I got out of Scalos or something, went to Ground to Portal, and then just completely forgot that Breeze actually existed, even though I was jumping on the portal for Breeze.
Yeah. Listen,
when
okay,
you get
Cliff
ner-
Town
when you
is
get nervous.
very out of the way.
You get nervous. Cliff Town is like, okay, that's, wow.
What do you mean?
Even I can't defend that one, buddy.
Listen. Wait, which one's Cliff Town?
You don't even know.
Well, I don't play Spyro 1. Is that the one?
Well, I can tell.
Is that the one near, like, the cannon?
Do you know where Dry Canyon is?
Oh, wait. No, I'm getting both of them mixed up. Where is Dry Canyon? Which one is, like, you get 3 chests and then you go into the Black Cliff Town? Or is that Dry? No, that's Dry Canyon. The one where there's, like, 3 chests.
Dry Canyon is the very first level you do, so if you know that at least.
No, because I do the wall glide.
Oh yeah. Second
Yeah.
level then.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then I missed Cliff Town. Yeah, it was Cliff Town.
Yeah, and then that is Mr. Phenomenous.
No, I do not
Famed
play Spyro,
Spyro
1.
2 runner.
Spyro 2 is all I do.
See you, bud.
Okay.
Spyro 2 is all I do.
I would say I need focus time, but races are not really focused, they're just RNG bullshit. So I've only failed race 5, I think twice. I think last night was going to be a fail, but I quit it myself just to be safe.
Can't fail if you don't finish.
Exactly. But yeah, race 5 needs to be good here, and then this run is pretty much set in stone to finish at that point. There's almost nothing that could happen in Never Never that would actually jeopardize the run 244. Barring like a really random game crash, which has happened. That's annoying. Am I gonna get back to normal size? Or there we go.
Spyro 2. 4 Phoenix's team, the
I
big
must
team.
have been hit by 2 shrinks or something there. 'Cause get shrunk.
Oof.
Nerd.
This is a big yikes moment.
Okay, I just need like either a shield or another turbo.
Don't say it like that.
Okay, I think we have this in the bag. Yeah, I think I got this. Yeah.
Yes.
And a shield, that's so perfect. That was literally the perfect combination of items I could have gotten on that final lap.
Nice.
A turbo followed by a shield at the very last turn. Alright.
This is it.
We are so in there.
This is it.
Still got like an hour left, but we are so in there. Race 5 is so bad sometimes. What was that boomerang doing though? Yeah, right. Where even is my time save? 7 seconds here, 5 there, 7, 2, 1, 8. Alright, so it looks like this really is just scattered time save. 23 on firefight. That's gonna be free. I always think it's the middle one. The right one is the middle one, though. And that button always is annoying. I usually wait a second to jump on that so I don't ledge grab, but... Correct, buttons are a bit hard. I think Never Never might even have a gold on it, possibly. We'll see. I don't think I've ever actually had a run get this far ever since returning from 90% and all that other stuff, so... Kokichi's the only character I have for Danganronpa background. Just any cute character, really. What I put. I've never even played the game this is from. I'm pretty sure it's from Fate Zero, I think it's called. I just saw, like, someone surreal retweet it once, and then it saved some pictures and worked pretty well. I know nothing about it. I think it's an RPG. But that wasn't a negative. I'm just saying RPGs aren't usually my thing. We're straight RPGs. Oh, wow. That's dumb. I love jumps getting dropped off of these rocks. Happens way too often. I'm not gonna forget the bird this time. Everyone say hi, Steve.
Quit following me. I'm trying to keep a low
Hi,
profile.
Steve.
And it's very hard to do with you showing up all the time. For all I know, they could have followed you here. All I want is some peace and quiet. Is that too much to ask for? Is it? Look, if I give
Steve
you
is
this,
our Lord and
you'll promise
Savior.
to leave, okay? Here you go.
It is he who commandeth the speedrun. Oh yeah, look at my really badly made Steve FFC. Random Google Images result, and it just cropped it out. I also have 2 Dennis emotes. Someone post those as well. Dennis Face and Dennis Think. They are perfect because they're Steve, and Steve is perfect. Absolutely Google Steve 2020. Free Google juice for everyone. He should run with Vermin Supreme. They run together. Nothing will stop them. Did you know waters die the second... Waters die. God. Dinosaurs die the second they touch water. Yes, water dies when it touches water. I'm gonna bring this further here because Dennis likes to get stuck a lot. Oh, Rob, are you familiar with a really old meme from like 2016? The "you reposted in the wrong neighborhood" meme trend? That like random song mashup. And people put like a character name, character speaking dialogue over it. It's really random, but well, I call it. But no, are you familiar with it, Rob? Or... There's a reason. Trust me. Okay. Because I made a variant of it for Steve. You might still be able to appreciate it, but you might not if you're not familiar with the meme already. I will send it to you later. Or actually, I'll just post it in Thai too, honestly, because I just left it unlisted because I didn't think it was good enough to really share, but... yeah, it's like this instrumental song that people... or someone made a mashup of it by putting rap lyrics from an Eminem song on top of the instrumental. And for some reason it turned into a mashup that, like... people would take like other out of context things and mash up dialogue of a character in tune with the beat. And I took Gugu Steve, I took recordings of all of the Gugu Steve sayings. And did that. It's not the most impressive thing, it's not like it doesn't rhyme or anything, but it is on beat at least. Personally, I'm proud of it, I just... low effort memes. It's also only like 40 seconds, but I made it in like maybe 3 or 4 hours of thinking time. It wasn't particularly difficult. I just don't have the creative energy to come up with anything crazier than that. I was starting to run out of ways to combine his dialogue to be funny after that point. Okay. I think this might be a slight gold. It takes like 50 seconds, I think, to finish Never Never from here. So, add a little bit more to that, it might be like a low 11 minute maybe. So there's a good chance this will gold. Which I expected. Ah, wrong one. I can never remember which one it actually is. I'm gonna be really careful with this bug because I fell last time I tried this. Okay. Never 100% complete. Good. Yeah, this is gonna gold. Holy moly. 243 might actually happen at this rate. I was very skeptical it was actually going to, but almost 6 minutes ahead, Jesus. I'm only 42 seconds behind my best. That's ridiculous. That's how strong this run is. The reason I was estimating 244 was because for shorter categories I was playing about 30 seconds off my summer best for a good run. And I figured for a run that's longer like this, that 30 seconds would be too tight. And that I would need to be like a minute to a minute and a half behind the best. Which led to 244 being the estimate. But clearly I'm proving that wrong. Because I'm playing less than a minute under. Oh, that works. I'm not going to take it seriously, but I will do at least a run or two probably at some point. It would basically be memes. As far as I can tell, the route's exactly the same, except grinding opals at the end. And it was hard enough to get a run that was like decent, like this. Let alone getting the same thing plus 20 minutes of grinding at the end. I was tempted to get hit by that because it tends to proxy you forward a lot, that one specifically, but yeah, Rob, after this, I'll probably, I don't know, well, if I want to do 100%, I should probably do it before I switch to console, just so my hands are still used to this, but I think it should stay there, even if there's only like one run on there, just for the sake of completion of the boards. Like, having 95% and not 100%, like, that doesn't feel right to me. Obviously, I'm not a mod on the board, so I can't really have weight with what I'm saying, but still, it makes sense, I think. Even if there's like only one run on there, it would just lead to people asking about why it's not there, and someone would eventually want to bring it back. Right. Yeah, that's the thing, technically it's 96%. But that's nothing. Well, technically technically the category rules are 95% is what it adds up to be. Mega Ring is a time save for Ninjas 3 and small things. But yeah, that's the thing, it's optional. It's not required in the route. So I can understand keeping it 95 because of that. If it was required, then obviously it'd be different, but was gonna say it's gonna be small time save, time loss here, but I actually have 7 seconds on this, so might not lose any. If you could. In other categories, I'm glad this racing is not here. I mean, not racing, this driving. For Tony Panic and Need a Spare. It's boring, but on 95%, honestly, this is a break. This is a chance for me to relax a bit. And then I have the 2 boring lifter missions, which are also slow, and like relaxing breaks before doing Outback in the final boss. Really? Well, if you need a spare, or I can see that. If the bird thing and Never Never didn't work to substitute a mission, I can see Need a Spare being probably the best one to include. You can just exit back to town, do Need a Spare, and exit back to town again. Because when I was visualizing what I thought the route might be, that's what I was assuming it would be. Until I saw that the bird mission is able to substitute for one of them. Yeah, I feel so too. I'm just not sure exactly what it would be. I didn't really think about it that much. 90% is like the only category I didn't really think much about routing for. Steve percent I made a small change to, but other than that, Steve percent was the same from what was already done. All missions I'm pretty sure was also the same. Steve percent, the only difference is just the way you drive to Never Never to get the last Steve. Oh, I missed that split. It's whatever. I'll fix that later. Ah, didn't get that. That's whatever. Yes, I did. I got him. I got him as a bit of a quick snipe on the way in. It's actually really satisfying to do, but it's also very quick, which is probably why you didn't catch it. It's very quick. It just basically quick scope, and then just for a brief moment, hold down the trigger thing to target. No, I would rather you be nervous than... yeah. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, the inferring range is good enough that you can still basically walk in a straight line to the lady from when you get in, and you can still hit it without having to change your path at all. You could still definitely get on the way out anyways, but I like just getting it out of the way so I don't deal with it. Sure to walk it out this time. Just playing safe, because last time I did this, I didn't walk far enough and I had to walk back and awkwardly lose like 20 seconds trying to pick it up again. Frills need to cooperate.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that
So
took longer
this
than
is
expected.
The urn.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, 6 minutes ahead.
Yes, Never Never Golden went pretty much good. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, Rob, that's something I've been wanting to do at some point, but that would require playing this mission multiple times. And I don't really feel like ever doing that, so... Yeah, there's definitely time to be saved by just throwing at the right spot here. There's one that I have a slight visual cue for, knowing when to throw from, but... And that's just based on just, I threw it from there once, noticed that it worked, and I just remembered it. It might not be the furthest range or anything, just, I look for something at least. The bigger time save here is getting those frills to cooperate so you don't have to kill the last one in the back. Which one did I leave? Okay, that's good. But yeah, after Never Never, there's like a whole lot of nothing. Just like boring minigames that are, for the most part, just consistent as they are. Except for the last two splits, which is why Never Never is like, Race 5 and Never Never is like the scariest parts of the run, if you have an actually good pace run.
Yeah.
Because if either of them goes wrong, that's bad. But then you have like 40 minutes of just nothing to relax to before the end.
That's good at least, yeah. Alright.
These two races, I've never lost either of these races before in my life, console or PC, so...
In my entire life. If this is the first, I'm gonna have to unfollow.
That reminds me, Rob, of all things to happen in this run, the stone beetle glitch happened.
See you, bud.
What's
Where the
stone beetle
camera
glitch?
didn't turn around like it does on PC now. That's the second time that's happened, and it just had to happen on this run.
How much time does it lose?
Not as much as I think I worried about, but it's still dumb because it's nothing you can do about it.
Right, yeah.
You have to just hold back to Ty and have him go slow, so that way he gets hit and you just restart it. Because you can't just pause and exit out. You have to just fail it on purpose. You could theoretically still do it, but like, that would require memorizing it, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I started to memorize it on console just because you do have to on console, but... Well, considering that's only happened twice to me, I'm pretty sure it's intended to turn around. If it was the other way around, or if it was closer to 50-50, then it could be different, but considering how many attempts I've had of this that made it that far, it definitely does not seem like it's supposed to stay. It's supposed to turn around.
I'll be back in a sec.
These shields, though.
Okay. Now I am ready.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, both chats popped out. Listen, I said 1 second and I was back within a second. That's all that matters. I had to turn off my light because it was messing up with the exposure of my room.
Gotta have that exposure, right?
I mean, when you're using face cam, you do. You really do.
Is this actually gonna gold, seriously? You've gotta be kidding. RNG splits golding. That's great.
I love what. Isn't there a way to skip laps in like Sly races? Right?
I mean, theoretically, yeah. I mean, you could pull some Mario Kart shenanigans and like glitch out of bounds or something and skip a lap. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, do it.
But no, I've experimented with Race 5 at least. It's definitely solid. There's no way you're getting out of that. I don't know about the others, but the others are at least consistent to win just because of the shortcuts. But...
Mm-hmm.
getting to the point where I'm sitting for like, let's see, well, the stream's only been on for like 3.5 hours, but I've been like sitting in the same position. So like, when I fix my legs, no matter what way I'm sitting, I'm just uncomfortable. Like, is it the Never Never? Getting into Never Never? Because I've seen the video of Zoda doing that. I tried actually doing it on PC. I'm pretty sure it's only doable on console.
What? Good thing this is a practice. Glimmer, where is my...
Sulfur Rocks, really? Oh, that's new. So maybe, so I guess you don't know about that one then. I can link it later, or you can just look at Zoda's videos.
See you, bud.
He found a way to get the truck kind of like stuck upright going into the Never Never gate. You can like get into Never Never, die, and then when you die spawns, the level's like half loaded. It's not useful at all, and it's incredibly slow, but it looks cool at least. I see Night Drop like an hour ago saying going to bed. Now I see him sending a message in Image's video.
Classic Nitro.
This is a call out.
What a notification. What's in TVB? Oh, I need to go this way actually.
Oh, absolutely not. Not to sub 240, no way. My summon best might be getting close to that, but just because I've golded a lot this run, but...
I mean, you say that. 252 is the lowest the category ever go.
There's a difference between estimating time and estimates when you've been playing the category for a week and a half compared to a month and a half. I'm pretty sure it's good at this point.
I mean... Pick up the rock. Even though this was a practice.
Yeah, this... I mean, and of course this run still has weak spots in it, but it's definitely been a really solid run for like 90% of it.
Yeah. Sketch. Okay, I'm calling that a practice. Oh shit, Wingo got record back from Nitro.
Nice.
That's what the post.
This competition, though.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh my god, are you serious? Both of the last two races golden. By a very small amount, but... So this 22-second, or 23.85 in firefight should be pretty much free. It was purely just from knowing how to actually optimize the mission in other categories, and it just didn't back when I was doing 95 last time.
Dun, dun. Hello, Nafrep. Greetings. Which clip were you? Was it the one of Matt spazzing out?
I got stuck.
Of course it was, of course. I think that's like my most viewed clip, or at least it's up there.
What is it?
It's like Matt going, like he's imitating someone. Matt, are you really 13? And then he just like splurges out.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, I know it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You really 13.
Matt, are you really 13? Ah!
Yeah, his accent.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Iconic histories. Where's he from?
Yeah. Is it just
Bristol.
Bristol?
Yeah, it's like 3 hours from London.
Okay.
It's
People
like
stereotype,
West Coast.
oh, British accent, but just like America, there's so many accents there, so...
Yeah.
Go back to Megarang.
Yeah, the best part is I don't say anything. It's just you can
Just
hear
him.
Walker, you can hear Zoo, but you can't hear me in it. Oh, what?
Nothing actually. Like I said, it was just well, I think combination of being bad at the time and also just optimizing it. That was actually a gold I got from doing a run the other day that didn't end up PBing here. Basically, I was always just very slow at it in the past. I would always get the helicopter stuck in the ground. I wouldn't lower it properly, so like I would end up having to just awkwardly wait like 3 to 4 seconds for the helicopter to lower enough to put water into. And I realized after a while, just keep the helicopter low at all times. Kind of an obvious thing, but I wasn't doing it before and I started doing it, and that combined with just playing it well over time added up to be like 20 seconds.
I'm gonna get at the end. I'm just gonna now, because I have to get the basket as well. Spark! Spark!
The fact that your mic cut out in the middle of that was better. It was like, sparks, spark. Oh yeah, Rob, if you didn't know that, I don't know if it does this on console too, but at least on PC, if you swim and then come back above water, it fills you to full health.
Full health?
Yeah, we just discovered that the other day. Pretty sure it's not intentional, but it's very useful to know about.
Yeah, that's weird. Wonder if you can do any damage reducing with mind.
Oh yeah, yeah, I usually, in the past, I used to always pause to get the in-game time pretty quickly after, and then that basically substituted as doing that as well. But more often than not recently when I get PBs, I'm in such a relief state that I end up just watching the cutscene. Oh, that's dumb. I was supposed to skip the animation of that orb there. I hopped out slightly too early.
You've got games on your phone.
You're supposed to dive in the water there as well. Okay, cool. I'll make this cycle. Okay, I'm all set on Bilby's because there's one left to get. This is like the point where I'm just like worried that I've forgotten things even though I've been checking.
Oh. Oh, thanks for the good luck, I guess. And yeah, this is the comeback that everyone wants, but no one asked for.
The grind, TM.
The grind returns, and it presents Borrowed 2 Riptor's Rage.
You don't sound very thrilled.
It's just cause Mart's here, don't really like him.
Ooh, that cycle though. That should have hurt me. I don't know why it didn't. I've never made that cycle, actually. I thought that was impossible to make.
Well, Mart, no one asked you to come back either.
I didn't even
Come on,
realize.
bro.
Mart, I didn't even realize you were back, honestly. Like, I know you've been doing like YouTube stuff, but I'm not on Twitch anymore. Like, chats even know that you're watching streams and stuff.
Obliterated. Nah, he's been like low-key been back. Like, he doesn't chat much. This is the first time I've seen him in my stream.
I noticed at one point that I apparently wasn't following him on Twitter anymore, which is weird because I definitely never unfollowed him.
Oh, he deleted his Twitter and
Oh, okay. I thought he
made a
was
new
like
one?
mid inactive and then came back or something.
maybe he did that, I don't know. That's what I assumed, that
That's
he
what I
just
assumed.
deleted.
Okay,
Yeah.
good on spies as well.
Let's ask the man himself. Oh yeah, he deleted and then remade one. There's your answer. That was fast.
Yeah, that buzzsaw cycle was ridiculous.
When's more Apex Legends? Not. I'm better now than I was like a week ago. every day or every night, and you don't invite me. I'm very sad and I feel very excluded. Gonna go cry now. Fuck the.
Who needs a speedrun when he can go cry instead? Honestly.
That's true, Felix. That's true.
TBH,
That's very true.
TBH.
That's what we call a big mood.
Yeah, this is a dumb cycle here, but
Bro, I'm always on. I'm never like on the game because I don't have anyone else to play with. But I'm always, if I'm online, just ask, and I'll be like, hell yeah.
I hate that cycle. It's so slow to wait on.
Yeah, like this, like my return to speedrunning was supposed to be much later, like at least a month or two later. But like, I found my disc and it turned out to be working again. So, like, hell yeah, let's just start now. Because I ordered a new disc.
That's a relief. I'm always... Photos are the one thing that you don't see a counter of when you're collecting them, so...
Yeah.
It's very easy to not notice if you miss one, and I checked and I had them all, and that's just a big relief. It's like the last thing that could go wrong here.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix is about to like PB massively
Absolutely
more.
kill 95%.
Yeah, yeah. And Tai 2. It's gonna be like a 6-minute PB / world record.
Yeah, what even is this alternate universe we're in where Mart doesn't speedrun and he's doing YouTube now, and then I'm speedrunning for a month straight? What is this parallel universe we're in right now?
And I'm enjoying Spyro 2.
Yeah.
It's you again, you funny little lizard guy. How did you find me? Never mind. As long as they didn't follow you. They didn't follow you, did they? That's good. You can't be too careful. Look what
Oh
you did.
my god.
If Boss Cash goes good, this will be 7 minutes.
I don't need them.
Take it all back. I take it all back. The Spyro 2 Riptor's Rage is the worst thing to ever be made on this planet. Yeah, that's fair more. I don't know why I stopped Gold Skip just to read your chat message. I am a pro entertainer. That's what we've discovered.
Ah, not gonna make that cycle.
Always second try, it's never first. I don't understand video games.
Oh, what was that?
7 minutes at least. Yeah, I have your chat open, but I don't have your stream. So I'm just gonna have to get all the intel from Izzy and Rob.
And the various grunts and noises I'm making in response to doing things.
That too.
Okay, this should be cog 49. Yep.
Didn't take damage. I'm not used to having this much speed motivation, where I'm actually enjoying playing games. Like I told myself, if I ever like felt like I wasn't having fun, I'd just stop. Like, even if it's like halfway through a run, if it's not enjoyable, I'll just stop, go offline, come back the next day.
Okay, I'm good on items, so just double checking orbs. Because I know I was good on buildies. I know I got all the spies. Steve's good. Cogs are good.
Oh, the Opal's good.
Sure. Okay, this probably won't gold, but
What? No, I was robbed of that double. That was massive, massive. Oof, that's a massive. I'm oofing so hard right now.
bruh, do you even oof?
Yes. Don't ever call me bro again.
I said bruh.
That's even worse.
Megarang working over here. I don't know English. Overtime, that's the word I was looking for.
Broseph. That's what I thought when he said it the first time. No, he's saying Megarang, not the N-word.
Yes, that's very different.
You know the meme that Ben posted in TBB Nerf, of like the translation between like gang and anime? I tried making Phoenix read out loud for the second word to the N-word. and he said no. So I'm so sad.
Did you see what Rob said?
No.
Goo bro, Steve.
Good bro, Steve. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. And Izzy said like yikes like 3 times this stream.
Well, Rob, this has 15 seconds on it as well. As long as Buster cooperates and doesn't do like the body slam thing and I can actually get him to walk, that's really 15 seconds pretty much what it's. And the final fight, of course, needs to go alright, but I've worked out final fight to be pretty consistent.
Wait. No! If I got it, I would have been the fucking god gamer.
I don't like how the game kind of, I wouldn't say froze, but like it took an extra second to load that cutscene and it's worrying me a little bit.
That's I guess.
Patchy, what are you doing?
Yeah, it could have worked. I just don't know where it is when you're like with fast entry. Like I've done fast entry.
Patchy just like decided to just run around like a puppy or something instead of just attacking.
Actually, the pirate. Oh, sketchy as well.
No, he did it. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna
Fast entry is easy.
Probably.
Well, at least I can complete a run.
lose 15
Ha,
seconds there.
lol.
I've never used to have issues with that. Like,
Spread history. Sub 150. I have a sub 150. These are my D-Rust splits. I have a 148 36.
you got like a 149 or something the other night, didn't you?
No, I got a 151 the other night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like my first run back was 159. Now I have a 141 within like 3 or 4 runs. Bro, I owned him so hard now. But you also have to take into account, Mark, that I'm really bad at games. And I'm also gay, so that was factored into it a lot.
We already knew that though.
Yeah, that's a known fact. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize my time was actually better than yours. I thought you had like a 147, 59.
I have like a 230. Which isn't like as terrible as I think people might say. 230 is pretty bad, but like I was at least halfway decent at like 14 tally for a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure,
1.9 flat.
I did one single run of it, so it's far from good. There was on top of forgetting breeze, there was also a ton of other really bad stuff.
What? What? How did he dodge it? I hate you with a burning passion, Ripto. Even if you are my father. Yo, can you imagine if Ripto was Spyro's father? Spyro, I am your father.
Okay, that was a really quick first hit. That's good. Oh no, get out of the tornado thing. Please. You gonna break me out, or... What is this? He was stuck for so long.
Did you change colors now?
Why did I
Burning
get stuck
passion
for
is
that long?
classic. They'll have a fitting in there. Stick it to the cutscene. Please. Oh yeah, fair enough.
He's been here. Just not chatting much. He was in call with me for a while earlier. He had to drop with his roommate. Went to bed.
Recruit some more healing.
Ooh, that's dumb.
Do you want to
No, come on, dude.
Sick.
What happened in this to cause this to be such a bad segment? Holy moly. I mean, it was Buster, but that should have been the 15 seconds. I think it's still gonna 243, just barely. $243.57.
Yo, nice. That's
Holy
really
oh
good.
my god.
You insane
Get
beast.
the in-game time here, and the percentage counter. 30 abilities, 25, 10, 175, 50, 30.
I don't like this game. I do.